What's up, crypto legends? In this episode, we are taking a look at the price of Bitcoin on the higher time frames and take a look here at what could potentially happen in the next coming days. I'll be sharing the major levels that I'm looking and also that price action to potentially get into those trading scenarios. We'll be zooming in on the lower time frames as well and talk about, the possibilities here of what could happen in between today and tomorrow. And we also jump into the stock market because stock market is getting a bounce here from a major level that will be mentioned in today's video, and some possible scenarios as well for the stock market here, looking at the analysis. So make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We do daily TA on Bitcoin crypto, also do live streams to connect with a community, not financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research, and let's dive in here to the price of Bitcoin here because, wow, what we did have is a major drop and we've just been consolidating here for the last few days. Very boring, a little volatility. There have been some really nice levels for scalping, okay, on the lower time frames that I could show during today's episode, but let's focus on the higher time frame. What could happen? Where are we at right now? I just want to let you understand that we are at a big major zone here in between 21,600 and 21,900. Why is this? Well, of course, we are forming a kind of an ascending broadening wedge, which would be a bearish pattern or an accumulating cylinder, okay? The possibility in getting a bounce here, guys, is there, right? There is a possibility. However, it is not guaranteed. We want to take advantage, all right, when we see the bears not managing to push to lower levels. We only just had this major drop the last few days ago, and we're getting a consolidation. Right, as you can see here, if we do break this level, of course, then this would be the range that I'll be thinking, we are likely to have that continuation deep drop, okay, to $19,000, even $18,000 range. Till that doesn't happen, this is a major support level. We're getting a reaction, we're getting supported. So zooming in here, right? I want to let you know what I am looking for. We got a major weekly level, okay, here. As you can see, let me just go to the weekly so you can see that weekly close and open that hasn't been hit, okay? Hasn't been hit right over here, as you can see. This is a major level, okay? So if we just zoom out here on the 4-hourly time frame, what I want to make you understand as well that this range, okay, in between the 10th of February till the 15th of February is a major consolidation where we have had some volume. If we get the fixed volume profile from this range, okay, I want to let you understand that we have that point of control from this zone, all right, from these 5 days in February at 21,800. This is exactly where that weekly level is. I mean, there is a possibility that we could hit that level, fail to break out from this low and get a huge massive bounce. Until we do not hit that level and get a reaction, okay? We need to get a reaction. We need to see it's a failed breakout. How do I know it's a failed breakout? Well, just dipping below the low here that we did create a few days at 21,900 and bouncing back up. You will have time to get into any type of long position, all right, when you see that failed breakdown. Now, a lot of people, the mistake of a lot of people is, while you're dropping, people just want to catch that kind of falling knife, thinking that we are going to finally get that bounce. And then what happens, of course, we have that cascade, all right, and all of these people that are trying to long this drop are getting, liquidated and stopped out. We don't want to see that reaction. Very important. Now, that is what I'm waiting for, okay, to take a major long position, unless I do see a sign of strength or another scenario looking at the 1-hourly time frame that I'm going to explain right away in just 1 second, guys. Because on higher time frames, yes, we are creating higher lows. Lower time frames, yes, we are in a kind of a downtrend, but also we are in a kind of descending wedge scenario, as you can see on the 4-hourly, just tapping that low support, dipping below it, but managing to hold this range. The possibility in this descending wedge playing out here and having a breakout is possible if this were to be an accumulating cylinder. So this range for me, if I'm looking for any trades, I mean, these are swing long positions for me. Yes, I can scalp long, scalp short this range. I have been doing this, all right, during the weekend. But if I'm looking for any swing positions, I'm looking for only for swing longs. Unless we do have a successful breakout here, then yeah, of course, I will be looking for, some swing shorts at those big major bounces, not shorting the breakout, just in case it is a fake out. So let me just zoom in here on the 1 hourly time frame, all right, and just explain, that possibility of this inverted bar pattern, all right, where we have seen this on, on Bitcoin many times before. Now, if we do get this drop, we got a large range consolidation here. The possibility in getting an inverted bar pattern is there, okay? Now, there is something here disturbing for me that I'm looking, and this is a bump and run scenario. We can see here this high, this lower high, and this lower high right over here. We know the deal, guys. I'll be leaving a picture of a bump and run scenario here on top of my head now. And when we see these lower highs right there, we are just about hitting the resistance level. I mean, this is, the possibility in this being a bump and run on the 1 hourly is there. It's very possible. Now, of course, I will be getting bullish if we do get a pretty solid breakout. I won't be shorting this range, okay? Because I do see a relatively high explosive move, potentially going to 23, even 23.2K levels in the next coming hours if we were to get a solid breakout here and a sign of strength. If we do get that breakout with large volume and start retracing here to this range, okay, I'll be taking a look on the live streams at the fixed volume profile, taking a look at the point of control from this range. If we were to get that explosive breakout above this level with high volume, okay, I'll be taking a look at the volume, then I think that this could be a short-term long position, all right? I'll be looking at a long position, all right? If we were to get that solid breakout for this bump and run scenario, okay, this could have an explosive move to the upside. So I'm paying attention to that. I want to see a sign of strength. Please note that I'm not looking for any trades at this moment, only for scalps, day trades that could turn into swing trades. Of course, I would be explaining that on the live stream if I were to get into any of these scalp scenarios. But for that day trade, swing trade, I'm looking for a sign of strength. Breakout here, create this bump and run scenario. Then, of course, there would be possibilities in getting into a higher low if it were to be created. Have a move down here, hit that weekly, hit the low, create a failed breakout, and, of course, get into a trading scenario for a long position at this range. So that is what I'm looking for here. For shorts, yes, I'm looking for scalp shorts, of course. I think, there is a possibility and that these lows are going to be tested, but also well aware of this kind of bump and run scenario, okay? That is, pretty disturbing for the next coming hours as well, as we're just hitting the resistance lower high trend line. This could have failed miserably and come down and test the lows. We've been here for the last few days, so it is time to get that volatility today, Monday. Remember, for those experienced traders on Bybit, you can still claim $30,000 worth of bonus at the rewards hub. You need to follow the steps right over there if you sign up with my link in the description, my #1 platform for trading cryptocurrency. Let's jump in right away into the stock market. Stock market, did have a really nice bounce from an important level. This has been the point of control, okay, for the last few years. As you can see, we did create this point of control after we created this price action over here. But point of control was all the way down here at 3,900 points. We did get a pretty nice bounce, a couple of days ago, last week, where we got, this massive bounce from this level. There's two major big levels here. Looking at the volume profile, it is the 4,150 points and the 3,900 point area. We are kind of inside of this range, getting rejected right over here the last couple of weeks and getting a bounce here last week, as you can see from this level. So what is, there is something here that is quite disturbing, right? Where we are getting the bounce from the lower high resistance trend line acting as support. I mean, this bounce was very much predictable last week, because we were talking about, we're hitting the point of control, we're hitting resistance trend line, hitting the resistance trend line, acting as support, also hitting the 618 as well from the low to the high. Very much, a lot of confluence at that level for that bounce. Like I said, I think there is a possibility that, testing these highs, or at least to the 618 from this high to the low. So I do see higher prices in between, the next coming days. We could have a little dip, a little correction right now, but I do see higher prices potentially going to the 4,100 points at least, which would be the 618 from this major drop, even slightly higher to the 78, trying to test these highs. So I'm still relatively bullish for this week on the stock market. A small little correction from yesterday's major pump. When we do take a look at lower time frames, okay, we did have a relatively nice pumpy action here, as you can see, getting that beautiful bounce from that resistance, that yearly 2022 resistance trend line turning into support. So, a little bit of a major correction, but overall still pretty bullish on stock market, all right, for the next coming days, which I do think could trigger Bitcoin getting bullish, even though last week we did see, by Thursday, Friday, stock market getting a pump. Bitcoin did get a massive drop, okay? But if we do see strength on the stock market the next coming days, I think Bitcoin should kind of recover, all right, if we do see that pump. Guys, not much to add, okay? Just wanted to make this a short update. I'll be doing a live stream afterwards. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Live stream, okay, I'm going to try and do it in the US Open, okay, New York session. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you in the live stream.